I will just say a few things on our verdict here in Kansas City today. That's the only verdict I have information on, so if you have questions about Wisconsin, I'm the wrong person. I will say about our verdict in Kansas City today. As I noted this morning, it was a tragic situation. My heart goes out for all families impacted. We have a situation where the lives of two families are irrevocably changed. And so I continue to extend my condolences to the family of Cameron Lamb. I continue to pray for his family, pray for the family of Detective DeValkenaere, and certainly we'll continue our work as Kansas City government to make sure that we ensure that we have a community where everyone feels safe, everyone feels respected, and where everyone can believe in justice. I am a lawyer myself. I swore an oath when I got admitted to the bar to respect the decisions of our courts. Judge Young's issued a studied decision today, and I respect the court's decision, and I hope that all will, as I recommended earlier today. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Would you mind just taking one step a little bit back? I know that we're rubbing on the microphone.
Sorry.
That's what you're saying.
Wow.
I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
What, if any, impact from this verdict will it have on KTPD retention and recruiting?
There are 1,200 officers in the Kansas City Police Department who go out each day and work hard for our community. I know that they will continue to do that because they are committed to this city based on public service and a concern for the safety of our constituents. I do not expect that to change. I understand that there will be some, perhaps many, who are upset with the verdict today, but like many, they swore an oath to serve the people of this city. I know they will continue to do so, and I have had a chance to certainly talk to a few today. My general view is this, that this was a tragic situation for all parties involved, but I don't see this as an indictment broadly on the Kansas City Police Department. Instead, what it is the criminal justice system. The prosecutor saw a concern, a grand jury indicted, a judge found a defendant guilty today. We go through this process regularly. This is with a different class of defendant, but at the same time, I know that the men and women of our law enforcement community will continue to go out and do the important work to keep this city safe.
Mayor, what kind of precedent does this set for this verdict?
Certainly, and I've read from different news accounts about this being a situation that we have not seen before. But instead, and I know the prosecutor spoke earlier today, and I'll let her primarily have the voice for it, which is to say that they went through a process, grand jury, a trial. We've seen a conviction today, and this is the sort of thing that happens in our county courthouses each and every day. And this, of course, shows us that we will continue to apply this process. We will continue to make sure that we follow the law, and we'll continue to make sure that justice is felt for everyone. I have no opinion on the sentence. There hasn't been a request yet from the prosecution, and that's not an area that I'll speak to. Any other questions for me? All right.
It's going to make it harder for police officers maybe to go out and double second guess themselves and while they're at work.
Policing is an important profession, and it has always been a challenging profession. And I think our officers recognize that each and every day, whether it's a public safety threat they may run into or having to remember any number of legal, constitutional, and training issues. It was hard yesterday. It'll be hard today. It'll be hard tomorrow. But that's why we look to recruit the most talented police officers in America, because we recognize that there are those challenges, but we also recognize that we have 1,200 people who meet them each and every day. And where we have any concern, we recognize that there's a review internally at the Kansas City Police Department. There are prosecutors in our 4 counties in which we sit that will make sure that there's a review, and that's how we handle things in this country, whether you're in the Kansas City Police Department, whether you're a civilian, or anyone else. We have a justice system. We saw it go through its machinations today, and we will continue to make sure that we do all we can to make sure that we have adequate training, that we make sure that our officers know they're appreciated, but as much as anything that our constituents also know that we will follow the criminal justice process and will respect courts' decisions whenever they're made, and that's exactly what happened today. Kind of a bit to your question from before, it has not been an easy time to be in law enforcement the last 1.5 to 2 years. I recognize that. We will continue to take the steps we can to make sure that we're attracting officers. That's not just a salary issue, although I think that's an important one. It's also one where we make sure that they know that they receive the respect of this city, and I think they continue to. That being said, we also want to make clear to the public that we respect courts' decisions, that we respect prosecutions, and that we respect every step of the criminal justice system. And we'll continue to make sure that's something that happens along the way.
So just to be clear, you're not hearing any current impacts from officers today when the verdict came down, whether that be resignation or any other changes to the department?
I think everybody responsibly is going to listen to the decision, process the decision, see what that means for them. I would encourage any officer who has concerns with this decision and at least their role in law enforcement. The city of Kansas City still wants you working here. We still appreciate you, but we want to make sure that, yes, we will still always follow the court's decisions as well. There are other people who will give discussions of the verdict and their views up or down or anything in between. That's not what I'm here to do. I respect court's decisions. I've been a lawyer for a little while now. I understand that's what happens, but I also understand that we continue to need to go out there and make sure the citizens of this community are safe. That's what I'm committed to doing. That's what I believe our law enforcement officers will be committed to doing.
As a police commissioner, did the facts of this case and the outcome highlight any changes of specific policies and procedures within the police department that you think need to be changed or reviewed?
Every day we'll review what's right and what's best for our community, for our police department, and not just to keep our community safe, but also our officers safe. And so any decision that's made is something that encourages us to make sure that we're looking at what was right, what was wrong, and what could be better. We'll make sure we take those steps as a board, and as a commissioner, I'll make sure that we always not only take those steps, but share what that review is with the people of Kansas City. All right, thank you.